Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're making a chicken enchilada bake, and this recipe comes from Jenna, one of the many amazing people I follow on Instagram. I've included a link to her profile in the description below. Make sure to check her out. So for this recipe, the first thing I did was spray the casserole dish with a little canola oil. Then I'm going to add our first layer of enchilada sauce. I'm using Old El Paso enchilada sauce, and I'll be using 15 ounces worth, but you could definitely use a smaller can for less points, or if you just prefer less sauce. Next, I'm adding our base layer of tortillas, and I'm using the Ole Wellness high fiber tortillas, which are 1 point each, or 6 for 7 points, which is how many we'll use in this recipe. So this first base layer is going to be a total of 3 tortillas. Next, we're going to add our beans. I'm using 2 cups of fat-free refried beans, which are 0 points on blue and purple, 8 points on green. And for these beans, all I did was season them and heat them up in the microwave to make them easier to spread. In my beef and bean quesadilla video, you can see exactly what I use to season my beans, but you can also skip this step and it will still turn out great. Next, I'm using a mix of 85 grams of fat-free cheddar for 1 point and 69 grams of 2% Colby Jack for 7 points. I like to mix in a full fat or reduced fat cheese to help fat-free cheese melt better, but that's definitely customizable, as is pretty much everything in this dish, which is what makes it great. And for our last layer, I'm using some leftover chicken tinga, which is basically shredded chicken breast in a smoky chipotle tomato-based sauce. This is 0 points on blue and purple, and really easy to throw together in a crock pot. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on how to make this recipe. In Jenna's original post, she cooks chicken in a crock pot with salsa and green chilies, which is also a great option. I've done this with leftover fajita chicken mixed with salsa. You could use poblano peppers and corn for a vegetarian take on it, which I've done. You have a lot of options here and you really can't go wrong. And from here on out, we're just repeating layers. So more sauce, and again, feel free to adjust to whatever your preference is. We're going to add a tortilla and do another layer of beans. And in general, I cook with a lot of beans on WW because they're rich in fiber and protein. It's a great way to make each serving of this enchilada bake really filling. Then we'll add some more chicken, and this would also be a great place to add a second flavor depending on what you're making. So if I had fajita chicken on the bottom, I might do a full layer of fajita peppers and onions, for example. I'll say it again, I like it saucy, but feel free to use less. A little bit more of our cheddar and Colby Jack mixture. And then we're going to take one of our tortillas and rip that in half and place each half on the outer edges of the dish. And then we're going to place our last tortilla in the middle. Then I'll throw on what's left of our sauce, the rest of the cheese, and bake the whole thing in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until the cheese is nice and melted. Just like that. And that's it. This made 6 super saucy servings at 3 points each on the blue and purple plans and 7 points each on the green plan. Let me know down in the comments if you get to make it or have any other suggestions for quick and easy filling dinners. Enjoy!